Hi and welcome to Maison d'Orient. My name is Sasha and on this channel I review affordable luxury fragrances. If you enjoy content about rich and opulent fragrances, I hope you'll take a minute to subscribe and hit that notification bell. I'm excited to be sharing 4 niche fragrances with you that are luxurious and smell expensive but are very affordable. If you want to know more, keep watching. Hi, today I'm going to be reviewing 4 gorgeous oud fragrances by KHALIS. These fragrances are part of their niche collection. They're luxurious and they're affordable. Now, I've been enjoying oud fragrances lately and I've learned a lot about this opulent accord. A year and a half ago, I kind of shied away from oud, but since I've spent so much time with that note lately, I have to say I really enjoy it. Now, the 4 niche fragrances I'm talking about today are absolutely fantastic, and so I just want to get right on into it with you guys. The first one I want to talk about is Oud Musk. This fragrance is pure luxury in a bottle. I love the way the bottles look in this collection. They are elegant and classy. Now, this is a unisex fragrance that was created for men and women who enjoy pampering themselves and, of course, smelling expensive. This scent is very reminiscent of rich and exotic destinations that just lure you in with their aromatic experiences. Okay, speaking of exotic destinations, I have to give you a little backstory with this fragrance. This reminds my family of when we go on a cruise. Now, when we cruise, we've stayed on the concierge level, and there's just something about that level. The smells, they're exotic, they're beautiful, they're luxurious. And when I put this on, I have 3 kids, and each one of them has said that this reminds them of the cruise. What's interesting is neither of them have heard each other say that. So I thought that was really nice. And of course, fragrances definitely evoke memories, and obviously for all of us, it's a fond memory of being together as a family and going on these cruises, and I look forward to many more cruises in the future. So yeah, a beautiful fragrance. I wasn't wearing this on the cruise. It's just the whole experience is what they are smelling in this, which is great. Let's talk about what is in this fragrance. It has some beautiful notes, especially if you like geranium. You're really going to enjoy this one a lot. Now you'll notice the sprayer is very nice. It gives off this beautiful fine mist. Now, when you smell this, you're going to notice that the opening has a note of geranium, which is green. It's slightly floral. And I notice hints of lemon and rose. And it really does. It envelops you in this light, powdery experience. Now, the heart itself is definitely more on the seductive side. You have rose, sandalwood, and agarwood. And the sandalwood is very enticing. It's rich and creamy. It's woody. The rose is definitely understated elegance. It's powdery. It has some sweet nuances. While the agarwood is deeper with a more earthy and exotic undertone. Now, I absolutely love the dry down in this. You're going to notice amber and musk accords. They're smooth and warm, and they definitely add warmth and some sweetness to the fragrance, which I really like. So if you want a fragrance that's going to make you feel elegant and refined, then you will love this one for your collection. You can wear this for most occasions. It's great for date nights, special occasions, romantic getaways, cruises. It's such a likable and crowd-pleasing scent that it can easily be worn to the office. It can be worn year-round, and it performs well in most climates. I think it has moderate projection, and it's about 8+ hours of longevity, so it has great performance. Again, this one was Oud Musk. Let's move on to the next one. This one is Rose Oud. It's a unisex fragrance that leans slightly feminine in my opinion, but it was created for women and men who are classy and sophisticated. And for you guys, even though I mentioned it leaning slightly feminine, you can still pull this off, especially if you love rose and oud combinations. And let's go ahead and talk about the opening in this. It definitely has a floral, fruity, kind of a bright opening, which I like. And there's also a slight spiciness to it. Really, really nice. So again, it opens with a soft green accord that is quickly supported by a slightly tangy black currant. And there's also that subtle spiciness that I mentioned. It will definitely grab your attention as well as those around you. It's really nice. Now in the heart, there's a rose note that literally surrounds you in this luxurious cloud of romantic bliss. I notice a sweetness that really fills the air, and it has like hints of peach that intertwines with an aquatic accord that creates a serene and a balanced aromatic experience. The dry down takes you on a journey. It's indulgent with rich leather accords that are smoky, woody, animalic, and a bit earthy. The cedar wood in here definitely adds some depth and dimension as it mingles with a soft white musk. There's also a rich, woody, sweet, and earthy oud that will linger on your skin for the remainder of the fragrance experience. This makes a great fragrance to try if you're curious about oud, but you want to start at kind of, let's say, an entry level. Because it has those fruits and florals, it kind of buffers that oud a little bit. So this is definitely one, if you're curious about oud, that I recommend you try. This fragrance is great for special events, red carpet affairs, date nights, romantic evenings, even great for like brunches if you're going out with friends. It's just a really nice fragrance that can be worn year-round. It does well in most climates. Now this has moderate projection and the longevity is about 8+ hours. So another really long-lasting fragrance. And again, I think you're going to really enjoy this one. If you love a rose and oud combination, this is great. And that was Rose Oud. All right, next we're moving on to Amber Oud. And this is also a unisex fragrance that was created for men and women who want an oud that is soft and mesmerizing. It is definitely enticing and will have people turn and notice you. It does smell very extravagant. So this one is a little bit lighter than the others. Very, very nice. Let's talk about the notes in here. Okay, the first thing you're going to notice about this is the ripe raspberry. That raspberry is absolutely beautiful, and there's also an orange note that really stands out, and you'll really appreciate the citrusy sweetness that this fragrance exudes. I love how these fruity notes blend with a delicious caramel accord. It smells absolutely delectable. Now the heart in this cascades with a symphony of florals that literally sweep across your senses, and it lifts your mood. There's a tender aura of violet in here, which is powdery, it's romantic. Now the rose is velvety smooth, and you feel like you're getting these soft sugary kisses. And then the jasmine itself has a richness and an intensity to it that feels very seductive. And then if you like patchouli, you'll really like it in this fragrance because it stands out with a sweet, spicy, and musky accord. It's beautiful. The dry down is fantastic. It has luxurious notes of warm amber and smooth musk, and it gives this fragrance a sensual elegance and sophistication. And the vanilla in here literally ties everything together with a creamy, warm, and comforting scent. You're going to feel rich and classy as you head out on the town. You'll be ready for whatever life brings your way. So if you enjoy an amber, this is a great option. I recommend this for most occasions. Again, this is great for date nights, enjoying a nice brunch somewhere. It's again one of the softest ones out of the four. You can wear this one year round. Works a little bit better in my opinion on cooler nights. It projects well and it lasts about 6 to 8 hours on the skin. All right, last I'm going to be reviewing is Rich Oud. And this is also a unisex fragrance that leans more masculine in my opinion. But although it leans masculine, women who love rich and sensual ouds can definitely pull this one off. It was created for men and women who are intense, who are passionate. And I have to say this is the strongest oud out of the four in my opinion. So let's talk about what's in here. I like this one a lot. It's definitely more bold and intense. It's really nice. It smells very exotic. You're going to notice resinous note of incense in here. It's warm, it's smoky, while an earthy and spicy black pepper gives it some spiciness. There's also a coffee note in here which has this intense dark roast facet to it that will add some depth and warmth. In the heart, this is where the leather accords stand out. They're animalic, they're sensual, and they blend perfectly with sweet, woody green accords of birch. There's also a licorice note in here, which adds a light sweetness. It's soft, it's spicy, and I find this completely intoxicating. Now in the base, you're gonna find an intense oud that smells rich, musky, woody, and it lingers on your skin for hours. Now the oud note in here definitely takes center stage, but it also supports the earthy, woody, and smoky notes of vetiver and cedarwood. Now the olibanum in here spices things up with its fresh, balsamic, somewhat green, woody, and spicy aroma, which gives this fragrance a deep and aromatic experience. Now, Rich Oud smells incredibly luxurious, and the scent of oud actually has been known to uncover hidden desires, in case you didn't know that. This fragrance is definitely recommended for evenings. Again, the date nights, the special events, weddings, you name it, whatever you like to do in the evening, this is a great fragrance for that. It will definitely not only captivate you, but it's going to captivate those around you. It definitely smells rich and seductive. I recommend this fragrance more for the fall and winter time. It's a little bit heavier. Now this lays on top of the skin with a strong projection. It has 8+ hours of wear, and that again was Rich Oud. There you have my review of the 4 luxury niche oud fragrances. Let me know which one of these really stands out to you. Would you add it to your collection? Let us know in the comments below. I'm going to put a link to Maison d'Orient's website in the description box so that you can check out all of the amazing fragrances they have to offer for men, women, unisex. They also have a store in Vegas, so if you're in Vegas, check them out. I really appreciate you guys watching the video today, and remember, fragrance is an extension of yourself. What does yours say about you? Until next time.